All right, today we're doing a deep dive into a really interesting piece of hardware. It's called the Thor Broadcast H-HDCOAX-4 modulator. And our mission really is to figure out why a box like this is still so critical. I mean, we live in an age of streaming of IP video.
Right.
But this thing is all about bridging that modern world, your standard HDMI signal, with, well, old school cable TV, RF, and coax.
It's all about that bridge. You can think of this box as a kind of a mini broadcast center all in one unit.
A mini broadcast center.
Yeah, it takes in your audio and video, encodes it using MPEG-2, and then modulates it, that's the key part, into a signal that can go out over coaxial cable.
So it's creating a TV channel.
Exactly. It creates a radio frequency signal that a regular TV can just tune into. And it supports all these standards, DVB-C, T, ATSC, ISDBT.
Okay, you just threw a lot of acronyms at me.
Yeah.
For those of us who haven't memorized the Global Broadcast Dictionary, what do those actually mean?
It just means it works everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, ATSC, that's the standard for North America. DVB is for Europe, Asia. ISDBT is big in South America and Japan.
Ah, so it's a global device.
It is. The source can be anything, a satellite box, a security camera, you name it. And the output, that new channel you just created, works on basically any TV on the planet.
That's a huge point, the global compatibility. Let's talk about the hardware itself for a second, the inputs. What does it actually take in?
This model, the H-HDCOAX-4, handles 4 HDMI channels, so 4 separate HD sources.
Up to 1080p 60, I see.
That's right. And it also has these 4 CVBS inputs, which are the older composite video connections.
Yeah.
They're mostly there for closed captioning support, the old EIA 608 standard.
Okay, now the specs mention low latency. It says 50 to 100 milliseconds. For a lot of applications, 100 milliseconds is, well, it's noticeable lag, isn't it?
It can be, but you have to think about the context. We're not talking about video gaming here.
Right.
For distributing a security feed or digital signage across a hotel, that's actually incredibly fast. Especially when you consider that 15 years ago, you'd need a whole rack of equipment to do what this one box does.
That's a fair point. It's a trade-off for stability.
It is. And the encoding backs that up. It's using MPEG-2 for video, but for audio, it supports MPEG-G Layer 2, AAC, and Dolby AC3. These are professional broadcast audio standards. It's built for reliability.
Okay, here's the part that really caught my eye. It says it features modulation dynamic switching.
That sounds like a heavy lift. Is it actually speaking multiple electronic languages at once?
In a way, yes. It
Yeah.
has all those standards, the DVB-C, ATSC, all of them built right in. An installer can just select the one they need for the region they're in. It's truly plug and play on a global scale.
So one box for any job, anywhere.
That's the idea. It simplifies things immensely.
Well, for the output,
Yeah.
it's very specific. It says CATV RF output only, no IPTV. Why is that exclusion so important?
That tells you exactly who this is for.
Okay. Thor is targeting places like hospitals, stadiums, large campuses, places that already have miles of coax cable installed and want a secure, stable system that is completely separate from their main computer network.
So they're intentionally keeping video traffic off the IP network.
Precisely. For security, for reliability. You don't want your security cameras going down because someone is streaming a movie.
And what about managing it? I see you can control it through a web browser, but also adjust the RF output levels. From NEC 63 to NEC 616 DM, that's a huge range.
It is, and that's for the network technicians. They need to fine-tune that signal strength depending on how big the building is, how long the cable runs are.
So they can balance the whole system.
Right, so think about it. A hotel can take 4 sources, a welcome channel, maybe a live camera feed, a menu, and a sports channel, and this box turns them into 4 regular TV channels. Every TV in every room can just tune to, say, channel 101, 102, 103, and 104. Simple as that.
So when you pull it all together, what this really represents is a high-end, very specialized tool for pushing modern video back into a traditional format.
It ensures that universal compatibility, which, as you can imagine, doesn't come cheap. The unit price is about $2,500.
Right, $2,495.
Which brings us to a final thought, I think.
Go for it.
Well, given that this one box handles 4 HD channels and almost every broadcast standard on Earth, just think about how different the challenge of video distribution is when your goal isn't streaming to a laptop. The goal here is perfect, instant compatibility across maybe 1,000 different television sets in 1,000 different rooms. That is an entirely different kind of engineering problem to solve.